No investors.
If you ain't ready to put 5 years of grind into anything without making a quarter,
right?
Don't even start.
Right.
Don't even start because sometimes it takes that long to get over the hump.
That's what people don't understand.
A lot of people die.
Everybody want to take the escalator.
They're not ready to put in that work.
Everybody want to take the escalator or the elevator. Don't nobody want to take the staircase.
Right. And
you know, I know I ain't where I want to be at. You know what I'm saying? I know the journey ain't done. That it's a long path. You know what I mean? I'm only a couple miles. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of shit that I want. You know, I got a family. I got kids. I got to take care of. This shit just ain't enough. Not to be unappreciative or ungrateful. You know, I just feel like it ain't nothing wrong with wanting a lot more. And when I say that, I ain't even just talking about on the financial side. You know, shit ain't always about money. It's still relationships that I want to have that I ain't built yet. You know, it's still people that I admire the way they do business and the way they handle shit that I haven't, you know, gotten to know yet. You know, maybe they not who I expected them to be, or maybe they is. I just don't know. You know, it's a lot of shit I ain't done yet. So that first and foremost, and shit, not ever want to go back broke. I know what that shit feel like. I've been fucked up and poor way longer than I know what it's like to have something. You know what I'm saying? I can't go back to that shit. I don't want to be in that position to where I'm liable to be thinking about taking another risk. I'm done taking them type of risks. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's what's funny. Y'all be thinking them rich niggas finna come pull you out the sewer, huh? You think them niggas finna stop what they doing and come? Boy, you gotta climb out of that motherfucker. You gotta climb out of that motherfucker. You gotta motherfucking climb. They not gonna stop what they doing to pull you. It don't go that way. It took a nigga 15 years to climb out of there. Then maybe if you get to the top and make some eye contact, boy, no. A nigga might see it in you and reach down there for you, but pull you out, no. The most a nigga gonna do is maybe reach. Like a little light. One of them. That, it ain't happening, nigga. You could be screaming, boy, I know your great grandma and them from.
Are you a superhero to your kid? Absolutely. Not when your boss is in the room. What's best for your kids is to put your money into something, the stress, go through all of it, so when your child becomes a man, he doesn't have to work for nobody. Right, well, that's the you can just pass it to him. Can another man say you're fired? Absolutely. No one can tell me that. That's priceless. Do you think your son enjoys you calling somebody else a boss? Don't you think your son would rather wake up with you and you could pick him up from school instead of having to do a 9 to 5? Don't you think your son would love if his name was up there? I taught my son never to have a boss. He's 23. He owns a restaurant. He has cookies. He has equity. He busts his ass so he can pass it on to his son. If that's not what you hustling for, you're selfish. You keep saying I'm worried about my kids. You worried about you. My kids, you enjoy the safety and the security of a job every day. But there's no pride in that to me. But when you do something that's for yourself and your family, it never feels like work. I hustle for my last name. I don't hustle for my first.
Just stay grounded. Stay focused. I mean, stick to the script. Don't let none of this shit, all this worldly shit, motivate you. Move at your own time. Mm-hmm. Don't move on another nigga time. Slow pace. If you got a slow grind, all is well. It's still a grind. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna fucking pray. Y'all niggas don't be praying. I gotta pray. You heard? Always thank God. That's it. That was really me talking to my young self. That's all. You know what I'm saying?
People think it's safe to have a job, but if somebody can fire you, how is that safe? Right. Period. Like, you got to be nice to somebody. If they don't like you, they can fire you. And if the people that can fire you don't be owning this neighbor. They be supervisors. So then it becomes like political. There's no politics when you're the boss. It's my way or no way.
Yeah, because I believe that. You see that at any point, no matter how much you contribute, that whole thing can be taken away at any particular time.
Right.
So how does somebody then go and just make that shift to
the same shit they're doing for somebody else, do it for yourself?
Right.
I'm big on manifestation. I know how serious it is, how real it is. Like, I literally do vision boards. Like, I believe in this stuff. Like, it's real. Like, it really worked. You know, you really gotta vision what it is you want, and you can get it. It work like that. You know, you gotta be a good person at the end of the day too. You know, you gotta do the right thing. You gotta treat people right. You gotta conduct yourself right, you know, and properly. But you heard that the vision board, that shit for real. I really manifest everything I did.
Yeah. Corporate is a facade. Right. It's not yours. You can't give it to nobody. You can't give it to your family. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. A true man wants to make his life easier for his children, not himself. Right? So I can just have a job where I get fired or I die, I'm done, my kids don't get it, I'm gonna hustle for a pension? Hell nah. When the company sell, I don't get nothing? What you working for if it's not yours? How hard you gonna really work for it if you don't own it? Think about it. You're working for a paycheck. You're gonna do the least amount of work as possible unless you really believe there's a future in it.
I ain't gonna lie, like every now and then, every 3 months, 6 months, year, however you wanna play it, you gotta do a circle check. You gotta do a circle check. You gotta evaluate the motherfuckers around you, the people you call friends. You gotta see if they worth even having around you. You know what I'm saying? Only way to determine that is if you watch how motherfuckers move with themselves. You gotta watch how motherfuckers handle their own problems. Motherfuckers be procrastinating. You can't rely on them type of people. Cause God forbid something happen to you or some shit go left, you take a loss, a motherfucker gonna take forever being there for you. It's like who can my kids count on? Who can my wife count on? Who can my mama count on? If I feel like they can't count on you, then I don't need you around me. Ain't no point. Especially when I know I'm gonna be there for you and you can call me for whatever. If your family need me, you know what I'm saying? You want a motherfucker to do shit with gratitude, not a motherfucker that's gonna do it and complain about it. You heard? So you gotta do a circle check. Gotta evaluate your friends, the people you call homies. Every now and then, do that circle check.
Yeah.
You have to realize that we're the boss, and that like my son already has a company. My son already sells his own socks.
There you go. Yep.
Baby Dusko. He's never going to know life without having his own company. It's going to be his normal.
Right.
So, it's our patterns and we're programmed to believe is normal, what we accept. So, yeah, it should not be normal to not have your own business.
Where can people purchase those socks?
To do by people. It should not be normal to be always trying to just survive.
Yeah, right.
Because it's hard to play chess when you're always playing checkers to eat and breathe.
It's a mentality. I want to have generations of this. What if your kids aren't as strong as you? What if your kids' aren't as strong as you? Then what?